Hello, this is Caroline, herbalist, naturopath and nutrition consultant, talking to you about what's growing in nature at different seasons and what you can do with what's growing in the fields, in the meadows, in your hedgerows or in your back garden, and learning about what you can do to help yourself. So if you like what I'm doing here, please do click on the like, subscribe, do all the bells and whistles, and it just goes a long way to showing me that you appreciate what I'm doing, and I will carry on. So, leave a comment, that's always good. I love it when you ask me questions or your own interaction with the plants is fantastic. So please do, that is most welcome. Today we are in the middle of a field. We are with this little beauty, okay? Now this is related to feverfew because it is another Tanacetum, okay? But this is not Tanacetum parthenium, which is feverfew, which is good for headaches. This one is Tanacetum vulgare, otherwise known as Tansy. And I hope you can hear in the background because the noise of the bees is just unbelievable. They adore this plant. I mean, if I move it, woo, they all go mad. It's an absolute wonder for the garden. Really, it attracts the insects, which is what you want in the garden, which is why it's such a wonderful herb to have. It is, however, we are told to be quite afraid of this plant. However, it's always a dose thing, and that's why you have people like me as herbalists who are here to teach you what you can use and when, so that you don't overdose. Okay, so this one is only to be used in small forms, like a few leaves, a couple of flower heads. You can use the leaves and you can use the flower heads. This is the leaves. Okay. Now it contains thujone, which is toxic in high quantities. Either way, you don't want to use it in pregnancy whatsoever in the slightest. Okay, so this is a larger leaf here for you to see. Okay, it is so pungent. Oh, it's beautiful, and it's anything that kind of has that big pungency smell like this, like wormwood, is anthelmintic. Definitely this is. It basically literally is used for expelling worms, especially in children. So I'm going to try distilling this with my sister-in-law to see about making it into a hydrosol, flower water, and then we can drink it, and then it's going to be really great for giving to the kids to prevent them getting, prevent and treatment of little worms, specifically threadworms and specifically roundworms, okay? Which is, of course, what kids get occasionally. All right. So what else to tell you about this beautiful thing? She helps with digestion, particularly she's anti-ulcerenics. All right. So she's very good for protecting against ulcers. Okay. But the main thing, like I say, is for worms. It's a useful skin lotion you can use for scabies. So you literally can just make the tea and use it as a wash against scabies. Okay. Oh, I love it. Irish folklore would say that it's a remedy for joint pain, which I found was quite interesting. I love the folklores. They always tell us so much more. They say that if you give someone a tansy flower, it's a symbol of hope. Although when I was doing my research, they also said that, to give tansy is to be, probably because it expels worms and all things toxic, is a way of starting a fight, basically. So be careful who you give your tansy flowers to. However, the bees tend to love it, so I am on the side of the bees. I think it's a good thing. In the 15th century, the name Tansy, Tansye, was so named to describe all omelettes that were used as a flavourant. This was often in medieval Britain and Europe. This was often used in everyone's garden. Tansy was just there because it attracted the bees, but it was also used to put in so many foods because it boosts your immunity. All right, it expels stuff. So it expels stuff you don't want in there, like parasites, which is always great. Like I said, scabies. It's insect repellent, okay, not bees, which is great, but the other insects is fabulous. So great to have in your garden. So have in your garden. I thought this is just one that it's so beautiful, such a summery, vibrant herb that is so useful and so underused because of a fear of its toxicity. But that's why we have herbalists like myself here to help you to know the dosages of what to take and how to take it. So there we go. Also, energetically wise, just before we go, is to show you that it is very good for protection, okay? It's also known to protect against immortality, which is interesting because there's another herb that looks quite similar to this that's actually called Immortal, which is Helichrysanthem. But this is really amazing that that's what it does as well. So it's good to protect against, it's for immortality, it's for protection, it's for health, and it is for resistance. So plant some of this in your garden, everybody, and be resistant to toxic influences. Let's leave it at that. Have a great day.